Everyone knows the classical story of the Nutcracker. It's a story of love around Christmas time, about family and fun. The different settings of the Nutcracker and how it's like fantasy land and stuff.
Traditional Nutcracker has more ballet throughout the production, but this has jazz, tap, ballet as well.
I've done many Nutcrackers and it's never been like this.
There are a lot of stereotypes as male dancers and as black dancers.
At my studio where I'm from, there's not very many African Americans there who are doing ballet and trying to pursue ballet. And so being that they're having something like this is such a big deal because you don't really see that in most Nutcrackers.
I feel like everyone's not gonna know what they're completely expecting when they walk in, but they're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
The performing arts isn't limited to one group of people. I think it's important for people to see people like themselves on stage and to celebrate different cultures and what they bring to this world. I like to consider our Nutcracker a celebration of the rich cultural diversity that is in the city of Houston. So it's not just a holiday production, it celebrates the diversity that's here. Everyone leaves feeling really good, not only about the holidays, but also about the city that we live in.
The stereotypes of being like a black dancer is that you can't do ballet.
So when I started ballet as a young girl in the 80s, I was the only African American young girl in my class. Around middle school, high school, I started to discover that it was more of a challenge and that there was probably less of a likelihood that I would be able to make it into a major ballet company. Making it into the American Ballet Theater, New York City Ballet, probably wasn't going to happen for me, or it was a long shot. I still to this day speak to young dancers who are like, it's such a challenge, it'll never happen, I'll never get that chance. Houston's Urban Nutcracker is our annual scholarship fundraiser for the nonprofit organization that I founded in 2013, the Lab Performing Arts Initiative. It was important that we expose young dancers. Maybe they might be at the beginning levels and they just want to test it out to see if dance is for them. Everybody wants to be a star. I work with so many young dancers, and I'm also a dance studio owner. And I discovered that there were so many talented young people out there that just couldn't afford dance. It's very costly, especially when you get to the more advanced stages, when you actually want to study and you're taking dance more seriously. Houston's Urban Nutcracker is our scholarship fundraiser so that we can kind of like a conduit to kind of give those scholarships out to as many dancers as we can. We have citywide auditions. We cast over 100 dancers. We have 15 companies who perform all different styles of dance, contemporary dance, hip-hop dance, folkloric ethnic dance. We have Chinese lion dancers. I think it's important because there are a diverse group of multicultural and very talented artists that have something to express and to share.
The best thing about dance is like expressing yourself through movement. Someone like me, it's hard to get all your feelings out, so I do that by dancing, and it's great.
A lot of what I experienced as a young pre-professional dancer is the reason why I wanted to do this. I think it's important to have nonprofit organizations like this one where we're at least giving you a fighting chance. We're giving you the opportunity to at least sit at the table. You can at least afford to go to these schools and be trained by the best. We just didn't have that stuff when I was growing up.
It's like a really big thing, I guess. It makes me feel very special.
Thanks to our generation and previous generations, I think we've knocked down a lot of doors to help these young people to witness the beauty and the culture that exists here.
It's honestly a dream in the works, because my goal as a professional dancer is to bring more representation for brown ballerinas and brown aspiring ballerinas like me. And I just feel like the Houston Urban Nutcracker just really does an amazing job of showing that diversity and showing that, hey, everyone can dance. Everyone can be a ballerina, no matter what you look like, no matter what the color of your skin is.